I'd like to invite Roxana Orellana, who is an immigration activist and someone who has really led on immigration issues and has very inspired by.
Hola, buenas tardes.
It's the third button.
Why don't you, do you want to try the other one?
Try the other mic.
The one right in front
This
of
one?
you. Yeah. Yeah, that one's working.
Hola, buenas tardes.
Yeah.
Hola, buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Roxana Montaño. Estoy sin papeles y sin miedo. Me acompañan mis dos hijas, Rebeca y Marisol. Para mí es un honor compartir con ustedes mi historia y experiencias y agradecerles a ustedes por esta oportunidad.
Good afternoon. I am Roxana Montaño, and today my daughters Rebecca and Marisol will be with me today, and Rebecca will be helping me translating. And I am undocumented and unafraid. It is an honor for me to share with you my story and experiences. I thank you all for this opportunity.
Tengo en mi familia a mi esposo Wilson y mis tres hijos, Israel, Rebeca y Marisol, y mi nieto Yadiel. Dos de mis hijos nacieron en mi país de origen, Bolivia. Y mi última hija es ciudadana americana, al igual que mi nieto. Nosotros como padres decidimos quedarnos en este país para darles un mejor futuro a nuestros hijos, especialmente en su educación. Es por esa razón que trabajamos duro para apoyarles a que sean excelentes personas y exitosos profesionales.
I have a husband, Wilson, 3 children, Israel, Rebecca, Marisol, and a grandson, Jadiel. 2 of my children were born in my native country, Bolivia, and my youngest daughter was born here, making her an American citizen. My grandson is a citizen too. As parents, we decided to stay in this country to give our children a better future, especially in terms of their education. That's why we worked hard to support them and give them all that they needed to reach their full potential in their careers and lives.
Pero no siempre ha sido fácil y hemos pasado momentos muy tristes y muchas injusticias. Para personas indocumentadas como nosotros no hay una red de protección. Así que han sucedido cosas como trabajar todo un mes y al final no te pagan. Y en el caso de mi esposo Wilson, batallar con su vida contra cáncer de colon, sufrir el dolor incomparable de la quimioterapia y perder todo su pelo, pero aún así no pudo faltar ni un día al trabajo, ni pudo pedir días de vacación. Para nosotros el trabajo es duro y constante, pero seguimos adelante por nuestros hijos.
The life in America has not always been easy. There have been many tough times and we have suffered many injustices. Undocumented people like us do not enjoy many of the protections that citizens take for granted. There are no laws that safeguard our well-being, and we are often exploited as a result. You can work for an entire month and have no recourse when you don't get paid. You can suffer from a terrible disease, as my husband did in his struggle with colon cancer and painful chemotherapy, without being able to take a single day off work or vacation day to recover. But for us, we simply persevere. We do whatever it takes to give our children the future they deserve.
Nunca olvidaré el momento cuando me habló mi hermano desde Bolivia para darme para decirme que mi mamá, que descanse en paz, murió. Yo estaba en mi carro, en camino al trabajo. Cuando escuché esas palabras, me sentí muy triste. El dolor fue doble, porque sabía que no solo había perdido a mi mamá, pero no podría ir a verla ni estar presente en su funeral. Se me fue sin poder ni tocarla ni decirle que siempre fue mi inspiración y que la quería con toda mi alma. Tragué las lágrimas y me fui al trabajo porque no quería perderlo. Decisiones difíciles como estas son comunes para personas como nosotros en los Estados Unidos.
I will never forget the moment when my brother called me from Bolivia to tell me that my mom, may she rest in peace, had died. I was in my car on the way to work when I heard these words, and I felt devastated. And my pain was doubled because I knew that I had not only lost my mother, but I couldn't attend her funeral and say goodbye. She had left me, and I could not even touch her or tell her that she has always been my inspiration and that I loved her with all my heart. But I had no choice, so I swallowed my tears and went to work like it was any other day, because I could not risk losing my job. Impossible choices like these are daily occurrences for people like me in America today.
Mi camino como líder en mi comunidad empezó porque quería involucrarme en la educación de mis hijos y descubrí que podía ser voluntaria en la escuela de mis hijos. Parece que algo hice bien. Ser voluntaria en la escuela de mis hijos fue algo muy importante para mí. Me ofrecieron como vicepresidenta de la PTA, Asociación de Padres y Maestros, en la escuela de mi hija, representando por primera vez a los padres latinos. Fue la mejor experiencia porque aprendí mucho sobre el sistema escolar y cómo poder apoyar y abogar por mis hijos. Usé esas experiencias para ayudar a más familias en mi comunidad, compuestos en varios comités escolares y también organizaciones como el Dream Project, que ayuda a muchos jóvenes indocumentados a seguir sus sueños de ir a la universidad. Yo soy prueba de que una persona puede hacer la diferencia, pero necesitamos en Washington también que Washington también actúe y tome acción a nivel federal.
My journey as a leader in my community started because I wanted to get more involved in my children's education, and I realized I could volunteer at my children's school. I must have done a good job because they offered me the role of PTA Vice President, representing Latino parents for the first time. It was a wonderful experience because I learned a lot about the school system and how to help to advocate for my children. I used that knowledge to work with an organization called the Dream Project that helps many young undocumented immigrants to follow their dreams of attending college. I'm living proof that even one person can make a difference, but in order to make changes we need in this country, Washington needs to take action as well.
En 2013 recibí un reconocimiento de las escuelas públicas de Arlon como Honor Citizen por ayudar más de 8 años como voluntaria en las escuelas.
In 2013, I received the recognition Honored Citizen of Arlington County for volunteering for the county for more than 8 years.
El tema de migración es clave en estas elecciones. Tenemos al Partido Demócrata, cuyo compromiso es luchar para construir puentes para mi familia y millones más para que podamos vivir con dignidad y alcanzar nuestros sueños.
In this upcoming election, the issue of immigration will be front and center. We have the Democratic Party, whose goal is to knock down all those barriers that our families are still facing today, like mine, and to fight for the rights of millions of people to live with dignity and follow the American dream.
Mi sueño es ser maestra, al igual que pude ayudar a mi hija Rebeca, quien se graduó valedictoria con Honor Society con 4.3 de GPA y ahora está actualmente en la universidad en el programa de honor estudiando ingeniería civil en su tercer año y manteniéndose siempre en la lista de honor. Quiero ayudar a otros jóvenes a tener el mismo éxito y salir adelante. Yo he podido ver cómo DACA le ha podido ayudar a mi hija, porque ella tuvo la oportunidad de no pagar 3 veces más como extranjera en la escuela.
For me, that dream is to be a teacher, just as I helped my daughter, Rebecca, who graduated as valedictorian with Honor Society and with a 4.3 GPA. She's currently attending George Mason University within the Honors College and studying civil engineering. I want to help as many young people to have the same kind of success. I have seen how DACA has changed my daughter's life, giving her the opportunities I have always dreamed for her.
El programa de DACA, del cual mi esposo y yo seríamos beneficiados, significa una transformación total para nuestra familia. Podríamos trabajar sin miedo, sin humillación ni vergüenza. Podríamos manejar con la seguridad que vamos a regresar a casa con nuestros hijos.
One way to make more dreams like mine possible is the DACA policy, which would benefit my husband and me. It would transform our family's entire life. We could work without fear, humiliation, or embarrassment. We could drive safely and rest assured that we will always be able to come back home to our children.
El destino de mi hija, mi familia y millones de personas está de por medio en estas elecciones.
The very fate of my daughter and family is at stake at this election, as for millions of others as well.
Le pido a Dios que nos dé fuerza como país de superar la ira y la división instigada por personas como Donald Trump y unirnos detrás del gran legado de este país, inscrito en el sello estadounidense E pluribus unum, de muchos uno. Muchas gracias por escucharme.
So I ask God to give us the strength as a country to overcome the anger and the division instigated by people like Donald Trump, and unite us under the great legacy of this country, inscribed in the American seal, E pluribus unum, of many, one. Thank you. Thank you for listening to our story.
I want to thank you so much for your comments and for a reminder for all of us that your stories and your family is what makes America great already. So with that,
I just have to say, my father came over undocumented. For 10 years lived in fear of deportation. There was amnesty in the 30s. He became a citizen in 1942, and I was born in 1945. I want to thank you for your courage and leadership in doing what you do, and I want to thank you for your two smart and very strong daughters, and congratulations on what you've done. This is a country that has a whole series of flaws, but our ability as individuals and as collective, as groups, to rise above those and make America stronger and greater because of courage like yours and smartness like yours is what gives us all hope. And we will take what you propose to us as a challenge to have a platform and a policy that recognizes the need, not just to do DACA, but to do even more amnesty and to provide for security for those who come to this country, work hard, and actually need a brighter and more secure future.
Other questions? The only question I would ask is just as you touched on this, but as a reminder, policies around DACA are an executive action. And so what does it mean to your family that could easily be undone the first day of a Trump presidency?
Yo pienso que sería fatal porque no solamente afectaría en la educación de mis hijos, sino también afectaría en muchos jóvenes que solamente tienen el sueño de seguir estudiando.
I think that it would be fatal because it would be horrible. It would not only affect my children, but it would affect the lives of many young children who are fighting for their dreams.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.